Hi guys, good day to everyone. We are now down to the fourth part of our research manuscript, which is yung tinatawag natin na research instrument. And to start our discussion about the steps we have to follow when writing down our research instrument, allow me to share my screen to you. Okay, there you go. So before we proceed on the four steps that we have to follow when writing down our research instrument, meron lang akong mga simpleng reminders na kailangan ninyong sundin, no? First one is that do not compose your research instrument not unless you are already sure and finalized na yung research methodology ninyo. Bakit? Kasi yung type of research instrument na ilalagay mo dito sa research instrument section ng manuscript ninyo is nakadepende sa kung anong methodology ang meron kayo or kung anong design ang gagamitin ninyo. For example, ang inyong methodology is quantitative, tapos ang nilagay mo na research instrument ay interview. So technically, merong misalignment between the methodology and the research instrument. Okay? Then another thing, ang methodology ninyo ay quantitative. Tapos gusto nyo palang mag-conduct ng interview para magkaroon ng in-depth understanding sa inyong mga participants. O merong ulit misalignment between the methodology and the research instrument that you will be using. So technically, kailangan finalized and okay na ang ating methodology so that we can search the internet, no? Kapag nag-search tayo sa internet ng mga research instrument na pwede natin gamitin sa paper natin is nagtutugma-tugma sila. Okay? Then for example, na-finalize na natin, decided na tayo kung anong research instrument ang ating gagamitin. Paano natin gagawin yung research instrument section ng paper ninyo? So I have here the four steps. So step number one is that we have to provide a brief introduction that will outline the purpose of our research paper or that will show the relevance of our research paper. It's very important for our readers na once again, mabasa nila at makita nila ano ba talaga yung intention ng research paper natin at ano ba yung relevance ng research paper na to. Okay? Let's have an example here. This section describes the research instrument to gather the data on the impact of online learning to the third and sixth grade pupils in Balayan, Batangas. So, na-stipulate dito kung ano yung purpose ng research paper, and that is to have the knowledge and idea or data regarding the impact of online learning. Ano pa? The study aims to explore pupils' experiences during COVID-19 pandemic. So magkakaroon ng exploration under experiences, particularly regarding their engagement with online learning tools. So in just two sentences, napakita ng example natin yung purpose ng study at yung relevance ng study. Then after that, sasabihin na natin, we will now proceed with step number 2 kung saan sasabihin na natin anong type of research instrument ang gagamitin natin sa paper natin para yung nilagay natin na objective, yung nilagay natin na purpose, doon sa introductory statement ay ma-meet natin. Nakalagay dito. Indicate whether the instrument is self-made, tayo mismo ang gumawa ng research instrument, copyrighted, kinuha natin sa internet, and then adapted. Okay? We adapted research instrument coming from the internet. Take note lang, when you do or when you adopt a certain research instrument, you have to make sure that the nature of their adapted or the nature of this adapted research instrument could really answer our statement of the problem or could meet our statement of the purpose. Kasi kung hindi din naman niya mamimit yung ating statement of the problem, sayang. Mas okay na mag-self-made na lang tayo, then ipa-validate na lang natin siya. Okay? Then how we should compose this part of our research instrument. Tingnan natin yung example dito. The primary research instrument is self-designed. So self-made siya. Anong type of research instrument yon? It is questionnaire. So pag sinabi natin questionnaire, it is a type of research instrument na pwedeng pang quantitative, pwedeng pang qualitative, depending on the type na lang. Tingnan natin mamaya kung anong type of questionnaire yun. Bakit sila gagamit ng self-designed questionnaire? Kasi gusto nilang makapture yung pupils' experiences and challenges during the transition period, okay, sa online classes. And this questionnaire will be composed of closed-ended question. Maybe this is for the survey. And open-ended question, maybe this is for the qualitative, no, for the interview. Since mixed method yung design nila, kundi ako nagkakamali kanina. Okay, so ngayon, nasabi na natin that the type of instrument we will be using is self-designed questionnaire. Ano naman yung structure ng instrument na yon? Ano yung nilalaman, bumubuo sa research instrument na yon? So we have to provide details regarding the structure of the research instrument na gagawin natin. So nakalagay dito sa example, the questionnaire will be divided into two phases. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina. Yung questionnaire ang gagamitin para sa dalawang phases. Ang phase 1 will be focused on the quantitative collection at ang phase 2 will be focused on exploring qualitative insights. So mas tingnan pa natin kung ano yung structure ng kanilang research instrument. Sa phase 1 daw, ang questionnaire na gagamitin nila will be divided into several parts. Part 1 will talk about the demographic information of the respondents. Ang kukuhaning data ay grade level, age, and duration of online learning. Okay? And then, ito din ang gagamitin para makuha yung engagement ng mga bata with online learning tools. Okay? At ito din ang gagamitin para ma-assess yung effectiveness ng tools na to. Okay? And at the same time, yung level of engagement ng mga bata during online learning. As well as yung kanilang overall satisfaction during online learning. So ito yung mga section na kanilang research instrument. Then ang tanong, anong type of research instrument or anong type of questionnaire po ang kanilang gagamitin? Maliwanag, nakalagay dyan. They will be using a 5-point Likert scale. They will be utilizing a 5-point Likert scale para makuha yung quantitative data for phase number 1. For phase number 2 naman, I think this is for the qualitative. In phase 2, ang kanilang pag-aaralan is all about the challenges faced during online learning. And they will be using what type of questionnaire they will be using? They will be using a semi-structured interview with open-ended question for the purpose of having a detailed insights into the challenges encountered during online learning. So kung mapapansin niyo, napakalinaw ng pagkaka-structure ng mga researchers na to ng kanilang research instrument. Phase 1 is for quantity, phase 2 is for qualitative. Kung kayo ay single methodology, hindi kayo mixed method, hindi ang ilalagay nyo lamang is yung for your phase 1 only. You should not put for phase number 2. Okay? Then after that, kung kinakailangan, paano yung mode of responses? Particularly, ito ay highly needed and badly needed kapag ang paper ninyo ay quantitative. Kung qualitative, wala kayong ilalagay na mode of responses. So, nakalagay dito, for the mode of responses in quantitative, table number 3, kasi continuous ang number, they will be using a 5-point Likert scale, di ba? So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Strongly agree, agree, neutral, disagree, and strongly disagree. Okay, so that's the fourth part. Ngayon, kapag nasunod natin yung fourth part na, pag nasunod natin yung 4 na steps na to, ng paggagawa ng research instrument, congratulations, tapos na yung research instrument section ng inyong manuscript. So magtingin pa tayo ng iba pang mga samples. So tingnan nyo tong sample na to. Nagbigay sila ng overview about the study, the purpose and objective. This section describes the research instrument used to gather the data on the impact of online learning to the third and sixth grade pupils in Balayan, Batangas. The study aims to explore the pupils' experiences during COVID-19 pandemic, particularly their engagement in online learning. Okay? Pinakita yung objectives, background ng study. Ano yung instrument na gagamitin? They will be using a self-designed questionnaire which will capture the experiences and challenges of the pupils during online learning. Okay, the questionnaire will be divided into two. It will consist close-ended and open-ended question. What will be the structure of their research instrument? It will be divided into two phases. Phase one will be used for quantitative data. It will gather the grade level, the age, and the duration of online learning. Ito din ang gagamitin para malaman yung level of engagement, yung effectiveness ng tools, yung frequency, yung perception regarding engagement, and overall satisfaction. What type of questionnaire? 5-point Likert scale. And phase 2 naman is for qualitative, which intends to know the challenges faced by the participants. They will be using what type of questionnaire? Semi-structured interview, which composed open-ended questions. So what will be the mode of giving responses? So since sila ay merong quantitative part, gagamit ng 5-point Likert scale, kaya sila may ganitong table. Okay po. So let's have another sample. Let's have sample number 2. So nakalagay dito yung purpose ng study, brief background of the study. This section outlines the research instrument to be used to collect the data necessary for evaluating customer satisfaction and engagement with online platforms or online retail platforms, specifically focusing on customers who have made purchases in the past 6 months. What type of research instrument they will be using? They will be using a self-designed questionnaire, which aim to capture customer experiences and level of satisfaction. This will be composed of closed-ended and open-ended question. Okay? And then nakalagay dito, the structure, paano yung magiging structure. Gagamit sila ng 5-point Likert scale para makuha yung customer satisfaction with online learning. Ano pa? Key aspects na may kinalaman sa online shopping experiences. And then the quality, product quality, delivery time, and customer service. Okay? As well as the level of engagement. Okay? In personalized marketing section. And then what type of research instrument? Nasabi na kanina, they will be using Likert scale. And then gagamit din sila ng open-ended feedback. This is for the phase number 2. Hindi na lang nilagay dyan. Iba yung format niya. Kung mapapansin niyo, di ba, magkaiba sila ng format kung paano ginawa yung kanilang research instrument. Pero ang bottom line, dapat discussed kung anong research instrument ang gagamitin. So gagamit sila ng open-ended feedback section for their questionnaire. And since meron tong quantitative part, kailangan ng mode of response. So 5-point Likert scale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, very satisfied, satisfied, neutral, dissatisfied, and very dissatisfied. So naglalagay lang tayo ng mode of responses kung tayo ay quantitative. Okay? Let's have naman a pure qualitative. So ito yung pure qualitative. Kung mapapansin ninyo, walang table for mode of responses. Nakalagay lang dyan is yung primary information about the research paper, anong research ang gagamitin. They will be using a semi-structured interview designed to explore the experiences, challenges, and perception of the accountants regarding the integration of advanced software with their workflows. Okay? And then, these interview guide questions will be composed of several parts. Ito na yung structure, demographic information, as well as sa demographic information, tatanungin yung year of experiences, current employment sector, specific accounting software na ginagamit. Then, meron din silang itatanong about the experiences with advanced accounting software, training received, ease of the use, and overall impact on their daily practices. Even the challenges and opportunities will be asked during the interview during the interview, and the job satisfaction and future implications will be discussed. Okay? Then after that, nagbigay lang sila dito kung paano nila i-conduct since wala tayong mode of responses na nakalagay which is presented in table. So naglagay na lang sila ng alternative. At yung alternative na nilagay nila is that the mode of responses will be through in-person interview o di kaya naman ay video conferencing. And then they will be asking the participants if okay lang na i-record yung kanilang magiging discussions, of course, with consent. Okay po? So this is how we structure our research instrument part of our manuscript. And I hope and I pray through the intercession of Blessed Virgin Mary that you will be able to finish your research instrument section and you will be able to receive an approval coming from your research teacher and panelists. So once again, this is Sir Joanny saying thank you to everyone and God bless. Bye-bye.